Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of the DashCast. Today I have a special guest. Want to introduce yourself?
Hi.
Hi.
Look, I'm not very good at this. I'm Braeden. BraedenTheCroco. Uh, Also known as Bray, also known as Extra Crispy Croc, also known as some other shit. I'm
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
You've got me.
Mm-hmm.
You're listening to this.
Okay, I'll be fully
Yep.
honest. When you put on Twitter like, oh, I'd like to use my voice for stuff, and you tagged me, I was actually quite surprised because, like, literally like the past two people I've interviewed, because interviewed a lemon cake. I don't know if people know who he is. He asked me first as well, and at least for him it made sense because we're kind of friends. But with you, it's like we haven't
Yeah.
really talked much, so just to be like, oh yeah, I would love to be on your show. I was like, what? You know? I didn't really think I've done that good of a job with the stuff, so it's nice to
You're
see that
still
people actually like
you're
it.
you're a friend of mine as far as I'm concerned.
Huh.
So
Well, that works for me, I guess. Well,
even if we don't, we should talk more. Honestly, I'm usually very reserved.
no, that's
Um,
fine. I mean, I love talking to people. I mean, that's part of the reason why I started the show. The main reason I started it was so I could talk to people, so people could learn more about each other. Just because I wanted to make a podcast relating to GD for a while. There was a lot of reasons, but yeah.
yeah.
I guess we'll just head into the first question, which I ask literally
Great.
everyone because it's a very good starter question. It's simply
Is
just
it what's my hardest?
no. It's how
All
did you
right. Cool.
discover the game? Everyone has their own
Um,
story. I know what yours
I,
is.
I do like this story. This is a good question. Um, can I ask you to like make edits and stuff? Is
I
that
mean, yeah, that's
okay?
fine. That's fine. I can do that. Again, I'm gonna be editing it
All right.
anyways because I have to add like the
All right.
visual and the like.
All right. Cool. In that case, before I answer the question, um, put in uh a clown horn sound effect right here. Yeah, do it again right now. Three more times in rapid succession. Do one reversed and slowed down to 50%. Yeah, that's what I like to hear. All right. Anyway, so my friend Daniel, or typewriter 7051, as he's known on Newgrounds, he introduced me to the game in sixth grade, and I played GD Light first, as everyone does. I I think I got the full game like the day after because I liked it so much. Um, I there was like I played it for a while, for like a year, but then I I managed to completely factory reset the device I was playing on,
So you lost
which
all
is
your data
yeah,
and the game
yeah,
itself.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah. I think I cried because of it. I was in seventh grade at the time. I think I was still like 1.9. So I rebeat blast processing with all coins through the tiers. I remember that.
That's such a
That-
funny thing. It's like, yeah, I beat it through the tears. Like,
yeah, that's
like
how
it
it
was so
happens.
devastating. Like I just imagine, like just like your OC just sitting there in like your bed, just crying while playing Blast Processing.
I did it. I did it on a porch on my porch, like sitting on a couch. I don't know why I was there. I was though. And I was. I wonder if someone saw me through the window, just
Bawling
crying,
while
hunched
playing
over, like
Geometry Dash.
yeah.
Imagine they knew
You're
what the game was. They're just sitting there like, bro, what? Why is why are they crying over freaking Geometry Dash? What
Geometry
happened?
Dash, why do you do this to me?
How dare you betray
No.
me like this, Geometry
Yeah.
Dash? I thought you were my best friend.
Yeah. I'm getting my tears smudged on the screen while I'm hearing like the Blomp music, and I'm just bawling my eyes out. It was a scene. It was a scene to behold.
That sounds about right.
Well, anyway, me and typewriter 7051. Like that was just a tangent. I'm getting back to this. Like, we're still friends to this day.
Nice.
Um, we still talk like from time to time. We're pretty good friends still, yeah. And I use the music he writes because he is a very good musician, and some of my levels from time to time.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, yeah.
Well, yeah. That, honestly, like that's kind of the same thing for me. It was just a friend from school who, I'm I don't talk to him anymore, but that's only because I kind of just lost contact with like all my school friends apart from one, you know,
Oh,
which is unfortunate. But he would bring
yeah.
his. I've told this story before, but I'd bring this like my he'd bring his tablet to school every day, and he had Geometry Dash on it. Um, I distinctly remember there was one point where like he was like, I remember. Did you ever see like the Narwhals level? There was like
Um,
this like auto level with like a narwhal song,
yeah,
and like there's
yeah.
just art of narwhals everywhere. Like I remember he would play
That
that
fucking
a
level.
bunch for some reason. But yeah, I remember I took me a while to actually get the game, but I did event I got like a cracked I got like a pirated version on my tablet from like I think it was 2. I think at this point it was like mid to late 2.0. So there's actually like two levels I made from back then still on the servers.
Oh,
I the main one I know was called Dash the Intro because I wanted to name it Fuck the Intro
what?
because it's a DJ Nate song and in the song
Oh
it
yeah.
says that and I wanted to name it that. I didn't know about the whole hyphen thing, so like I just I remember I kept like I kept deleting it from the servers and re-uploading it. Like, why won't it let me say fuck? It was so
Oh, you mean like an
stupid.
actual like hyphen in the title? I thought you
Yeah,
just put the word dash. Like it was
no,
like
no,
a
like
funny
literally,
geometry
like
dash
no, like it
parody
was
or
censoring the
something.
word "fuck" in in the name, and I didn't know why.
Yeah,
But
that makes more sense.
there's another level I actually completely forgot about, but with better, better info, it's like the extension that lets you like see more info about levels and creators and like
Yeah.
it actually has a feature where you can see levels made by unregistered users. And if you go to the
Oh,
account of the unregistered user that made that level, there's another level named Geodash. And I didn't remember it, but as I was playing it for the first time, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember this. And I was playing it, I'm like, yeah, this is definitely old me. Like it's so bad. Like it's so I don't even know how it survived the purge. Like no one really played it. How is it still on the servers?
yeah.
But yeah, it's weird, but it, yeah. Like to
On the
say I've
topic
gone.
of level purges, like if you don't mind me saying, I hate level purges. I know they need to be done because it's like there's a lot of like garbage and it's like nothing levels with like a block and you need to clear up space or like shit won't run well or whatever. I don't know. But like so much like stuff that gets lost. It's like actually like kind of cool. I don't know. I wish there was like better ways to handle it.
I don't know. It's. I mean, it's difficult to figure out what's gonna be historic in the future when it's happening. Like, do you think anyone
Yeah.
back in like freaking like 1.7 was thinking like, oh yes, Silent Club and Silent Club Step? These are gonna be historic levels. Like, no one thought that. Everyone was just, oh, these are just stupid levels. This one's hacked. Let's dislike it. Like no one was thinking that. They're just thinking this level sucks. You know.
Yeah, that's true.
But
Still, though,
yeah,
kind of a shame because it's a lot of cool stuff that gets lost.
yeah. Um, this is an interesting one because when obviously when you start the game, that not main the main focus of the game isn't really creating. It's mainly playing. So like, especially for creators, it's interesting hearing how they get into creating. Speaking of which, how'd you get into creating?
Wow.
That was probably like the weirdest way I could have worded that question.
Yeah. Well, let's see. I created a little bit, like like I I started the game in like 1.9. I did start I started creating right away. I saw there was like a level maker, and I was like, oh hell yeah! Because I love making things. But then I tried it, and I just
Couldn't wrap your head around it.
so much. Yeah. So I only created like a little bit, and it was all very bad for through the remainder of 1.9, to late 2.0. Then I started then I started really getting into it.
Ah.
I don't know if I wasn't really inspired by any. No, that's not true. Experience D. Experience D is or Dawn, as they were known, is my all-time favorite creator, and I really liked their levels even back in the day. So, no, they were like one of my inspirations. So, yeah.
I don't think I've heard of them. I don't know. I feel like I should. I don't know. I didn't get the chance to play the game until like 2.1. Because that said, like my mom wouldn't get me. Like literally, I asked. I don't even know when I discovered the game. It might have been late 1.9. It might have been like mid 2.0. I don't know. But all I know is that like at the time, no, it was like 2.0. I think it was like mid to late 2.0. I think all I know is that like at the time, like I asked my mom like, "Hey, can you get me JordanTRS?" And she was like, "Okay." And then a month passes by. "Hey, when are you gonna give me JordanTRS?" I don't know. So eventually, I got fed up and like I remember I somehow managed to like bypass the parental lock on my tablet so I can install apps and the like. So, because it was like an Android tablet, I think. So I managed to find a pirated version of the game. I'm like, install. Funny, because I remember I found my tablet like a while later. I don't have it anymore, but I like tried to play on it, and I tried to play some newer levels. It's like, oh, you need to update your application. I'm like, ah. So yeah, it's definitely a 2.0 copy of Geometry Dash. I just don't know if GD itself was in 2.0 at the time, or if it was just an old pirate version. But yeah, I don't know why I went back to the origin story of me playing GD when we were discussing not that.
No, it's interesting. I don't know. I kind of like hearing about how people start with it and stuff.
I mean, it's interesting. I mean, not really many people are sitting there like, ugh, I hate origin stories. Like, every superhero has their origin story. It might be stupid, but everyone has their origin story. You have, like, frickin' not Batman, you have frickin' Iron Man in the cave, Like, that's his origin story. He got kidnapped and was brought to a cave, and then he decided to not be an asshole. Like, wow, great origin story.
There's gonna be one person in the comments who has an irrational hatred towards origin stories, and they're gonna be so pissed off.
They're gonna be livid. They're like, "How dare you!" There's gonna be someone else who like hates. There's gonna be someone else who like hates Iron Man. They're like, "How dare you! How dare you act as though he's a good superhero? You disgust me!" And I'm just sitting here like, bro.
This fucker has an origin story? What?
I don't know why. It's the way you said that was so funny. This fucker has an origin story?
This guy has the nerve.
This guy's the nerve to have an origin story? How dare he? He's not allowed to have an origin story. He sucks. Only cool people are allowed to have origin stories.
Who let this happen?
I don't know.
Everyone boycotts Marvel for having origin stories.
Yeah.
They have to issue an apology.
Yeah, next thing you know, Marvel is no more. And it brings down Disney, too. Honestly, it's probably the best timeline, because Disney doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah. Disney, I want to like Disney. Sorry for sticking on this. I just like Disney.
No, it's fine. It's funnier when we do this. So we can make this a 2-part episode, and then I can separate these and get another filler upload for my channel. It's awesome.
Right. Yeah, but I like Disney. I really want to like Disney, but they just do so much garbage. They're like a really like shitty corporation, I think,
I
just
mean,
buying out everything.
I mean, I don't
But
think
like,
anyone's sitting there like defending Disney, like, oh yeah, all of their corporate decisions are good. Like, no one's like people like their movies. That's about it. People like their
yeah,
movies.
yeah.
That's
But
it.
it's harder for like, I don't know. It's harder for me to like a movie when I know that it's pretty much just a product of like money and like a bunch of like corporate heads just like,
How do
how
we
do we make
appeal to the
something that people
masses?
like? Yeah, it's like, I don't know.
I mean, isn't that what all freaking corporations are like? They just want money, you know? That's just that's just how it works, you know?
Well,
Money makes
too.
the world go round, you know? Like they
Yeah,
kind of need it, but at the same time, you know, they could be less scummy about it.
yeah. I
But
mean, I think there's businesses that are like honest about it. I don't know which ones because it's hard for
honest-ish.
it's harder for someone like me to tell because I don't really keep up with with most of those kinds of things. But like, I'm
Which
sure
is
there's
fair.
yeah.
I don't
It's
think many
like
people are sitting there like, oh yes, I am going to stalk this company's every move because
mm,
it is I totally care enough to do this and it is totally worth my time.
yeah. I don't get invested in many things. I don't know.
So
I
geometry is
just
like an anomaly for you. You know, it's like one of the few things that
yeah.
you're sitting there like, ah, oh, I'm actually interested in this.
Well, yeah. It is.
I was about to say because it sounded like you're gonna be like, well, not quite. I was about to be like, oh,
Oh,
new story.
do tell.
Yeah, but okay, so freaking. I did a bunch of research, right? A bunch of research. I mean, I just looked up a few things on you, like the GD Wikipedia page, you know, the
Yeah.
GD Wiki.
I'm
And
pretty sure the GD wiki is like kind of outdated
yeah,
by now.
yeah,
I
it
mean,
still like for instance, it still says you're dating frickin' shift caps lock, and I was sitting there like,
yeah,
I don't think that's accurate, you know. Um,
yeah.
but it's a
I mean,
good
I could,
source for at least like older stuff because you know
yeah.
older stuff. But according to that, and also your page on I think it's February 23rd of last year, 2021. That was when you reached the top 100 on the creator leaderboards.
It
Um,
was.
yeah. Do you happen to remember like your initial thoughts on that? Like how you felt when that happened? And like how do you feel
Um,
about that now?
I was, I was, I was bewildered. I just felt like I had stumbled into something. Like, oh, I'll decide to make levels. I don't know, some shorter levels that are simple and kind of fast because that's what I want to do. Oh, they're getting rated? Cool. Okay, now 2 months later after I started, I'm in the top 100. I mean, not 2 months after I start creating, but like I had 28 creator points at the beginning of that year, and then like 1 month and see, that would be like 50 days later that that I
That's
get that I reached like I think it was like 67 or 68 that was required to get me into the top 100 at the time.
that's impressive. I'm not gonna lie. Like saying like, yeah, it took me like 50 days, you know. I'm just sitting here like because you know, it took me like 5 years to get my first raid level, and you're sitting here like, it took me like
Uh,
maybe like 2 months to get on the top 100.
Believe me, it's I'm not bragging.
I don't. I
Like
didn't say you were. I'm just saying like that's
yeah.
impressive.
I know, and you know I'm flattered when people say that, like, oh, it's really impressive that like you've gotten as far as you've gotten, but like,
I mean, it is
I,
like I'm not. No one's like genuinely like. I'm gonna touch on this later about how people have been saying that your levels are like, you know, effortless and the like.
yeah,
I to me, I don't really care. You know, the
we'll
fact
get
that
to
you're
that
still able
later,
to
audience.
pump out these levels that fast in order to get that far, you know, that's still impressive in and of itself. You know, it doesn't matter how bad the level is, in my opinion, as long as the fact you're able to pump out these rate worthy levels constantly is still impressive in and of itself. I'm not saying levels are bad. I'm just saying in general, even if
Yeah,
someone's
yeah, I
making
got
like bottom of the barrel levels, you know, still being having the ability to pump it out so quickly is like impressive to me, because freaking for me at least, I just have a hard time finishing levels. You know, it's a miracle if I finish a level at all, and then people are sitting here like, yeah, I made like 5 levels in a week, and I'm just sitting there like, ow. Like,
I remember, I think there was like a time where I got like, I think I got like 3 daily levels in 1 week.
damn.
It wasn't really a great experience because after the first one, people were like, "This person has had way too many dailies. Stop it!" Like it was still just like my second and third at the time. I think like people were freaking out though.
Yeah, but I mean, okay, back then, at least from when I've, like, the GD community is weird. Like, in certain aspects, it's gotten better, in certain aspects, it's gotten worse. You know what I mean? Like, remember, like, back in the day, like, the GD community used to be, like, really, like, transphobic from what I've heard. I don't know, I wasn't in the community at the time, but I've heard that, well, I think that's one of the things people hated TriAxis for, is I think TriAxis was trans and everyone hated them for it for some reason. And now, you know, there's still a few problems, but we're not as bad as we once were. We're more open to stuff like that. But
well, as a whole, probably that's maybe true. I don't know, but you still, I don't know. There's still a lot of not great stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
But like, I guess that does actually segue into my next question, which was, it was around that time, maybe like, I think like maybe like 2 months later, that there was that's when all that happened, where there was a lot of, harassment considering you and the quality of your levels. I thought it'd be interesting to hear your thoughts on it, because it's weird, because I tried to look up stuff about it, and like everything relating to it's like gone, like there was like links to like some tweets. I went to them, oh, this tweet was deleted, I would try to find, like, the only info I could find was on the frickin' GD wiki page, so I don't know how accurate that is.
I'm glad all that's gone, to be honest. I don't really like, man.
I mean, that's fair. I mean,
I told
drama
you it was okay
sucks.
to like ask. Yeah, I remember like saying specifically it was okay for you to ask these kinds of questions, but like, and I'm going to the best of my ability. It's just that it is a little bit of a touchy subject.
I mean, yeah, I mean, like for me, it's a similar thing of like my whole quote unquote exposal thing. Like, it's extremely touchy for me. But even then, if I were like to get interviewed at some point, like, I'd expect them to ask questions about it, and I'd answer them. Like, that's just, it's not a thing where I'm sitting here like, oh, you were in the wrong. I hate you. It's just me just being like, hey, I just want to know what you thought about all of it. Get your side of the story.
All right. Where do I start? Well, okay. So like March to like April is the month after March. Oh my god, my brain is just mush. But yeah, around then, that's when I started noticing, there's some people who are like not a fan of me, it seems. And then like started getting a little worse. Like I don't think these guys like my levels. And like, I don't know, it wasn't something I had experienced to like that degree before. It was weird to me to just like to know that there's like kind of a community of people that are like
didn't like you or your levels.
Yeah, that like were just really not a fan of me at all, to put it lightly.
I mean, okay, the thing is, weirdly for me, I feel like I'm like, yeah, I'm sure even now you're somewhat in the same place, or like there's probably still a group of people out there like, oh, I hate that Braeden person, I hate them, like they're not as vocal about it anymore, but like back then they're like, it was big. And it's weird, it's kind of similar for me, because like I feel like, because I remember back last year, actually, around the same time, I'd say, people just really didn't like me. Now, to be fair to everyone who hated me, I wasn't that good of a person back then. I was kind of an asshole, but like, still, I know there's definitely like a group chat somewhere out there of people who just hate me, just sitting there all day, be like, I hate this guy, LeMayo, he sucks, you know. But I don't know. It's weird when it first happens. Continue. Sorry, I wanted to get that out.
Oh, nah, it's okay. I'm really sympathetic for like anyone else that it happens to because it's terrible.
Yeah, I 100% agree. Like, harassment just isn't the way to go. Even if you don't like someone, like, you don't. Okay, there are a few instances where I'd say it's justified, but that's only if they're a genuinely really bad person. Like, like Vernam, or, Guitar Hero Styles, or people like that, who are genuinely terrible people. Like, sure, in that regard, sure. But make sure you know for a fact they're a bad person, don't just start spouting nonsense about people for no reason, because then at that point you're just being stupid.
Yeah.
And then you have a chance of ruining someone's life when they didn't even do anything wrong.
Excuse me.
It's fine, don't worry.
Right.
Continue.
Edit out that cough. Wait, actually, edit it in twice.
Damn. I don't think people are gonna really care about a cough.
Edit it in again, 300% speed. I don't know why I'm doing this. This is just more work for you.
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna have to edit. I'm just gonna have to like go through an entire hour long thing, be like, oh, okay. I have to edit in this and this and this.
Hey Jordan, edit your fart sounds right here. And then it's just like you're like, oh.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here like
this person again. I can't deal with their shit any longer.
How dare they do this to me? They're such an asshole. Not really, but...
Hey Jordan, edit in yourself reading the entire book War and Peace, and then do it again backwards or some shit. Then, I don't know.
I think that's funny.
Yeah, this is
way off topic. I can tell you either have ADHD or you get sidetracked very easily. One of the two.
Yeah.
I'm actually spot on. Do you actually have like ADHD?
I think so. Yeah.
I mean, I have it too, and I will say I'm like the exact same way, where I get sidetracked super easily.
This is gonna sound weird. I don't really keep track that well of my like medical stuff.
I mean, I can't really blame you. I'm the same way, although to be fair for me, I don't really have much to keep track of. Like, all I really have is, I have ADHD. That's it. That's all I really have. What else is there to cover? Oh, you... I'm trying to think of something and I can't.
Alright.
My joke has been ruined. No. My depression.
I was gonna say, like, I have like some like liver or kidney disease or something that I don't even remember the name of.
Damn.
Yeah. And I say liver or kidney because I don't remember which one either. It's just like I heard at the doctor and I was like, oh man, that sucks. Anyways. Then
that's terrible. Anyways.
Yeah.
I guess it's like that one image of like the guy on that one show being like, oh no. Anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Anyway, back
to the topic at hand.
Yeah. Anyways, so time went on, like shit escalated, escalated. People grew to like not everyone. Like there's kind of a rift almost between like
there were a group of people that hated you and a group of people that were defending you.
Yes, pretty much.
Yeah.
There's like and like I don't want to say the straw that broke the camel's back, but like one of the like bigger like controversies. Well, controversies inside of this controversy was like I made a level called Darker Drop. Uh, it was 34 seconds long, and it got second place featured in Daily.
Wait, did you say it was 3 seconds long?
No, 34 seconds long.
Ah, okay. Well, that's
No,
still
32 seconds long. Sorry,
that's the
my mistake.
yeah. I was about to say that sounds like a mistake. I don't like that doesn't sound like Rob Top sat there and was attention like a 34-second long level. Let me rate this real quick. Like I don't think that was intentional. That doesn't sound intentional.
No, well, I mean, I have plenty of like levels in the 30-second range that have gotten rated. That's one of the things that people have like. It's like, oh, that's lazy. Ugh. I don't think level length automatically constitutes laziness, though.
Yeah,
But
I can't see that. Like
the people thought so. And then like, I don't know.
and now here we are with the challenge list.
Mm.
You know, like
Well,
impossible levels having to be like decorated and looking good in order to be on the silent list, which I still don't really get. Like, do you really think that back then, frickin' like silent club step was like top of its game? You know, you frickin' deco. I don't think so. It was
yeah,
silent club.
yeah. For a large portion of the community, this is getting off track again, but like, I don't know. It seems like actually I forgot what I was gonna say. But I forgot.
It's
Okay,
fine. Back
back
to
to
this
what I was
again.
talking about. So the comments in Darker Drop were like real Darker Drop. What were like really bad. Like all the top comments were people like shitting on me and like, oh man, this person is the worst. Or like, and there were even some comments that were like, don't blame the creator, just blame RobTop for featuring a bad shitty level. And I'm like, oh gee, thanks. That makes me feel a lot better.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Yay! Thanks for the defense there. Like
Yeah.
that sounds like the most backhanded like help possible. It's like
Oh yeah.
it's sort of like how like you know like the medical system is like, oh well, it's like it's like if you're like trying to like if you like save someone's life, and then they're like, thank you, I'm gonna sue you now. You know, it's like, wow, yeah, you're welcome. Why are you suing me now? I saved your life.
Yeah. Yeah. A funny thing is like sometimes I'll like make a level that's like maybe a little better than like not a little better per se, but like a little more time gets invested into it than like levels I usually make. I usually don't think those levels actually turn out very well, but I'll get comments on them like that are like, wow, this is so much better than the levels that you usually make, and it's I don't know how to take those comments. Like I don't know, they kind of bother me.
I mean, I can understand that. That's another thing where it's like, how do you respond to that? You know, like
Yeah,
you you're essentially being told, hey, your levels normally aren't that good, but this is an exception. You know, like
yeah,
how do you respond to that? You know, do you just sit there and be like, thanks?
yeah. I just sit there and nod my head. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
right.
you're right. Yeah,
Yeah,
thanks for the
yeah.
compliment.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's
Um,
just.
yeah, it bothers me a lot. I don't really say much about it usually.
I
I
mean,
guess I'm talking about it now, but
yeah, I mean, it's understandable. If I'm being honest, that is understandable. That just doesn't seem like a very, like, having to deal with, like, here's the thing. It's a game. Like, whether people want to
yeah,
admit it or not, Geometry Dash is a game. Why does it
it is.
matter if level by X, Y, and Z got rated? It's, it's a game. Calm down. Who cares, you know? Probably in the next, like, who knows how long? Who knows how long this game is gonna stay alive for? Eventually you're gonna move on with your life, and no one's gonna care. Who cares? Who cares if your levels are getting rated? Sure, for now you'll probably be saying like, "Oh, yay, my level got rated." And in the future, you should be like, "Oh, cool. Oh, wow, I remember when my level got rated." Who cares? It's a game.
And in 10 years, and the Geometry Dash servers shut down,
which will inevitably happen. That is going to happen. Let's all admit it will happen eventually.
Yeah.
No game is forever.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who are like, "Oh, the community's on the up and up. This game is going to thrive for forever." And it's
That's funny.
It'll be active for a while, I think. But
I mean, I can see that this game will probably be around for a while, but forever.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah. I mean, if the Wii shop can close, then so can Geometry Dash servers. I mean, that's the bottom line.
I mean, anything can close. I mean, that's just how stuff works nowadays.
No. The Wii shop is my frame of reference for everything.
No, dude, I'm still kind of sad about that. That was genuinely sad when that happened.
It is. Yeah.
Like, dude, I can't log in now and hear the music anymore.
Yeah.
But, yeah, frickin'...
Wait, you can't even, listen to the music anymore? Well, I mean, you can.
Oh, wait, no, I could. No, that's wrong. I think you can. It's just my Wii isn't connected to the internet, so I don't have the ability to even do anything on there.
The music was the best part. The second best part was, the little animation that happened when you downloaded stuff.
Yeah. I didn't use it that much. I remember I got, one game on there, and it was, this, 3D pixel cars game. I don't remember exactly what it's called. All I know is that, I got it, played it for, maybe, 3 minutes, and I was just like, yeah, I'm done. And I just dropped it, never played it again.
Yeah, I got Yoshi's Story on the Wii. And, as a kid, I played it, and I was like, oh my god, this game is the freaking coolest! And I played it, every day for months. And then I played it once when I was, a few years ago, and was like...
This game isn't that good.
This sucks. What the fuck is this? What? The sound design is awful. The entire soundtrack is just garbage.
Watch out! Watch out! There's gonna be some loyal Yoshi Story fans out there who are gonna kill you for that.
Yeah. That being said, the game looks very nice. The aesthetic of Yoshi games, visually, is always top notch.
I don't know why it is, but it's always the Yoshi games that look very good. You have there's I think it's Yoshi's Crafted World. Yeah. And then there's frickin' Story. I remember Yoshi's Island on the original SNES looked really good for the SNES. You look at it, it all looks like arts and crafts-ish. I don't really know how to explain it, but it's cool.
It does. Yeah. Yoshi's Story has a very similar vibe. It's like a pop-up book, and and it's sewn together in parts, and there's buttons and so on, and okay, you get the idea.
I get it. I get it. We've been going off topic this entire episode.
Oh no.
At this point, we might as well just. I have no what.
I said I'm cool with it.
Oh yeah. I feel bad now because I'm like, oh no, I had to make them repeat themselves. I am now automatically an asshole.
Yeah. No. This podcast is over. We are donezo.
No. Jesus, dude, we're literally on the fourth question out of 11, and we're 41 minutes into recording.
Right. Okay, I still have to finish the the controversy.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, all right. Hey, audience. For the next 5 minutes, I'm gonna be talking about some touchy subjects. So if you don't like that,
then fuck off.
Yeah, pretty much. I guess that is actually the only correct answer. Just leave.
Yeah, leave.
Or skip ahead. You can also do that. Anyway, so let's see. yeah, dark hair drop. People didn't like it. Blah blah blah. Like things are getting like really bad. Like people like a lot of my friends would like were like apologizing to me on like behalf of the community. Like, oh man, I'm really sorry this is happening to you. And it's like, no, it's fine. This I like it. Yeah.
The
And then like
the thing is that you didn't like it.
Yeah, that's the kicker.
Dude,
I actually wasn't a big fan
the
of
narrator,
it. Like,
dude, the narrator pops into the story, like, you're like, oh, I like it. Narrator pops up. In fact, they didn't like it.
yeah, yeah. I just have like I have a way of twisting my words around to actually mean different things. It's really crazy. Like
Yeah,
I can say
it's
one
this
thing,
crazy thing
like,
called lying.
yeah,
I mean, in that context, I think it's fine, because, you know, you're just trying to just reassure your friends, like, yeah, everything's fine, don't
yeah,
worry about me, and you're like, and inside you're like, I
yeah.
hate everything, please leave. Yeah.
Yeah. I also, yeah. Now that I remember it, I think Vortex actually made a good friend of mine. We don't talk as much anymore, but I would like to. If you are listening to this, this is a public call out, Vortex. Please talk to me. Anyway, so I did have he did make a video on me about like the hate that I received and whatnot.
I think that was brought up on the wiki. Hold on, let me check. I
Yeah,
remember it talking about someone making a video on it. Yeah,
yeah,
Vortrox made a YouTube video about the hate.
yeah.
Recently, Extra Crispy.
Yeah, here
Then
it is. Still up, actually.
it is.
Top pinned comment. These nuts.
Yep.
Amazing comment from BraedenTheCroco.
Yeah, I don't exactly have the most like clever or dignified sense of humor. In case you couldn't tell by my constant giggling at my own quips throughout this entire episode.
I mean, who doesn't laugh at their own jokes? I mean,
Yeah.
if you're not
I
laughing
can't
at your
help
own
it.
joke, then it's not a good joke, you know?
Mm. Well, yeah, I guess it has some truth to it. But yeah, like Vortex did make the video, so I guess maybe it had like some kind of effect on some people. But I don't know. It still went on. I don't know when that video was released. Actually, can you check the date on that?
It was July 14th, 2021.
July 14th, 2021.
I actually think I know what you're gonna bring up next, so I guess I'll ask the question. So, this
Yeah.
whole thing, there was two big things that happened as a result of all this. The first one was
Yeah.
the big, like, purge of a bunch of your levels. Like, literally, like, the
Yeah.
wiki is,
Okay.
like, apparently, like, so many levels are deleted. There's literally a section for unrated levels. There's literally a note saying, levels that were deleted from our account on the deletion spree are italicized. And let's see, there's
Yeah.
1, 2, 3,
It's
4,
84, I
5,
think.
6, 7, 8...
I think it's 84.
84, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
lot. But yeah,
Yeah,
the
I
second
said,
thing,
like,
the second thing that happened was
Wait, before you say that,
Oh.
I said like 5 minutes ago that I was going to like talk about some touchy subjects. Now this is the time this is going to happen for people watching. I was
Right.
wrong before. It is now. Carry on.
Okay, so the second thing is that you quit the game. I'm gonna put that in quotes
Yeah.
because clearly you didn't, because if you did, you wouldn't be here right now talking to me. But
I really thought that like in my mind that I was going to quit. But like
everyone says that. It's very rare that someone quits
Yeah.
Geometry Dash and genuinely quits.
Yeah.
99% of the time, they come back within like. Remember when frickin' Cursed? You know, Cursed was like, I'm done with the game and delete all stuff, and then like a week later he's back, and then he couldn't have his. That was still funny though, because I remember his Pointer Crate account was just he just couldn't use. It was just like deleted for a while because you weren't allowed to delete your account and then bring it back so quickly.
Yeah.
Which is funny.
I don't know.
But
I still do have sympathy for like people who, even if like they return immediately, because in that moment when you do like say you're gonna quit, you do think that like you do like
you think it. and then
Yeah,
it never.
like,
Yeah, it's
like,
rare that someone genuinely quits, but when they do, it's more surprising when people genuinely quit than when they quit then come back.
yeah,
Because it's
right.
so
Right now,
common.
yeah. Here's the touchy thing. Like, the reason why I like deleted everything, I even like reset my account. It's just like I forgot to save over it, so I was able to
Thankfully.
load. Yeah. The reason I like got rid of everything is because I didn't think I was gonna be live the next day.
Ah.
Like, yeah, like I did plan to like talk off myself then, which is a stupid reason, but like I also had other life things going on. But
That's. I mean, there's
yeah,
there's a lot of stuff that can lead to that. I will say. Okay, here's
yeah,
the thing. If this was
yeah,
like a few months, if this was like late last year, I feel like a lot of people would be like, "Bro, you're taking it too far." But
yeah,
there was a thing that happened in December last year
yep,
that
yep, yep, yeah,
I'm not gonna say anything else because
yep,
I know it's still a very touchy subject. But if you know, you know, and it still really sucks that it happened and it shouldn't have happened. And
yeah.
for everyone who was involved, and for everyone who blamed me for it, fuck you. There, that's my response to that. But yeah, continue.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess that's just like I guess that's not really the end of the drama. It's just like
I mean, it's still kind of ongoing,
yeah, yep, it is.
but I
But
mean, it's not as bad at this point. I don't think. I haven't
I've
seen.
got yeah, I've gotten I consistently get ever so slightly better about handling my emotions and becoming a little more stable. So
Which is good.
yeah,
Being able to handle your emotions is very important because
yeah,
without it, you're more like that was a problem I had for a while, and that's feel like part of the reason why I was such an asshole. Like last year, I just didn't have a very good handle of my emotions. So there was a lot of times where like I'd be talking to someone and I just snap. But the problem is that it would just happen so often for me. Like it wasn't really a surprise when I snapped. It was just normal, which is not good because that then leads to just more people being like, bro, this guy's annoying, you know. So I mean, just imagine you just sit there like every day you check your timeline, you just see, oh wow, this guy, got really mad on Twitter. And then the next day, wow, the same guy got mad on Twitter. It's just a constant thing. Eventually you're just gonna sit there like, bro, this guy's fucking stupid.
yeah.
That was the thing that happened to me, but I am happier now because I feel like I'm not like that anymore. I still get mad sometimes, but I feel like nowadays it's for much more justifiable reasons rather than just,
Yeah.
oh, I got into stupid argument with stupid people on twitter.com, you know? But yeah.
Honestly, yeah. In retrospect, I know it could be interpreted as silly, but like, excuse me, but like, I was really like just feeling really just really really awful like in that moment, like when I had attempted it. But I don't know. I feel like my reasonings, to an extent, like kind of made it still makes sense to me because like at the time, I didn't feel like I was wanted in the community. So why not leave? And then also maybe take it to the next level just to ensure that like I don't come back. Which I know isn't which I know sounds like
To a lot of people,
like
a lot of people wouldn't understand, but for
yeah.
people who've been through stuff like that, like I've kind of been through similar stuff. I will say, I've thought about stuff like that before, especially last year. Because again, last year was just like a very shitty year for a lot of people, including me. and I guess you too, because well,
Yeah.
yeah. So like, freaking, I was, saying like, everyone hates me, and freaking, I literally had like the exact same thing. Not a lot of people liked me back then. So, a lot of last year was just spent with me being like, bro, why am I alive? I've gotten better,
Yeah.
and I feel like part of that is because I am just a better person now than I was before. Which I am happy about because, again, in all honesty, I don't like who I used to be. I think I used to be a pretty big asshole, but self-improvement is important.
Well, you seem cool to me.
I mean, yeah, but again, we're talking like last year me, and
Yeah, that's
last year
true.
me was not a very good person.
Yeah, because I didn't really know you then, so I can't speak on
Yeah,
it. But
I will say, when you're talking to someone and when they're saying, "Yeah, me last year was an asshole," you kind of just have to say, "You probably were an asshole," because it's not very common for someone to sit back and be like, "Oh yeah, I used to be an asshole." Normally they're like, I kind of miss who I used to be. It's very rare for someone to be like, "Yeah, I fucking hate who I used to be." It's a lot more common for them to be like,
I
eh,
hate who I
I
used to
miss.
be.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
mean, is that really a bad thing? I mean, if anything, that's a good thing, because it means that clearly you like who you are now more than you did back then, and that's a good thing because it
Well,
means you
that's the
improved.
issue.
Oh,
um,
you don't have that yet?
uh, I'm trying. I'm trying my best. It's
I
it's
mean,
harder for it's harder than it sounds.
yeah, you just have to frickin' uh words. Can I please say words? I forgot how to use words for a moment. God
Uh,
damn, I was gonna say something like super inspirational, then my brain was like, oops, I dropped the thought and now I can't remember. XD. So I'm saying, like, god
sure,
damn it.
sure.
No,
Yeah,
genuinely, I
I was
forgot.
going to say something amazing and awesome. It was going to be like the coolest thing ever said. I just forgot it, but it was going to be so cool.
Dude, that's
I
genuinely
swear.
it. I was gonna say something and I just completely forgot. But okay. Um no honesty, yeah. Okay. There is a question I have about all this. If you're done.
Yeah, pretty
Um
much.
why did you change your name?
To BraedenTheCroco.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, the weird thing is, like, I think I changed it like really close to like the time when I I I quote unquote quit. I don't know. I think it's always because I just wanted to have like to have like my name and my real name as part of my like in-game name.
Ah, I mean
Yeah.
that's fair. I can see that. There are a lot of people I know who do that. Like hell, even me, I do the same thing. Freaking, if you look at my name,
Yeah.
I don't think I just came up with Jordan on the spot. Like, oh yeah, your name isn't Jordan. You just wanted to be named Jordan for some reason. No, my real name is Jordan. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know. I feel like it's nicer to be able to just be. It kind of makes it more real because then it's not just you talking to a random ass username. It's you talking to a person because you know having
Yeah.
like a genuine name kind of helps, signify, hey, yeah, this is a real person. This isn't just some random ass person. This isn't just some username. This is a genuine person on the internet. Granted, some people don't really care that it's a person on the internet, but you know, it still helps nonetheless. Um, outside of that, frickin', I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, the name thing. I am smart at speaking. The I know, like, there's a lot of other people who've changed their name, and, like, for a few of them, I don't really get it, like, especially when the name is, like, so slightly, like, okay, you remember when remember when Crazy Man 50 used to go by Crazy Man 50? And then,
Yeah.
and then he changed his name to freaking, like, I think it's Caramel now? Like, I never understood the change, like, Like, okay, like his real, like his current name still means his old name, you know? Because Herm is, you know, crazy. Mull is man. And then the L is the Roman numeral for 50. So his name is still Crazy Man 50, just abbreviated. So what was the point of changing it? You know, Crazy Man 50, you know, sure, it's, you know, cringier, but it's also just more, you know, unique, you know? Rather just saying, oh, hi, Caramel. I can't get over that, though. Like, genuinely, one of the ways you could say it is caramel. Like the candy, you know, the food.
Yeah.
So, sometimes I just like calling him Caramel. Like, that's not how you're supposed to say it, but you could say it that way. Actually, no, I think that is how you're supposed to say it. I think you do say it caramel. I don't know. I actually don't know. All I know is that I don't know. It's probably somewhat similar to that. I don't really know. And honestly, I don't really care, because in all honesty, I'm probably just gonna keep calling him Crazy Man 50, because I just know him as Crazy Man 50. You know, that's the name I associate with him. I don't associate Caramel with him, I associate Crazy Man 50. I feel like a lot of people do, you know, I don't think many people are sitting there like, oh yeah, I know you as Caramel, you know, most people see him as that.
Well, I think, like, he pretty much made, like, either the majority, like, the vast majority of his levels are made under the Crazy Man 50 name.
Yeah.
Before he changed it.
Yeah, I think the only level he's made...
EXO?
Yeah, I think it's EXO. That's the only one that wasn't made under the Caramel name. I mean, that wasn't made under the Crazy Man 50 name. Which, you know, it's weird because it's like, dude, it's like the whole frickin' you know the stupid meme thing where it's like, oh, number of updates under Obama, number of updates under Trump, you know, and it's like, wow, there's all these updates under Obama and there's none under Trump. How dare Trump do this, you know? And, you know, dude, it's literally just number of levels under Crazy Man 50, number of levels under Caramel.
Yeah, it's true. Like,
I mean, it is. I mean, it is. There literally have been, like, only one level under the Caramel name.
Yeah.
Kind of makes me wonder. It kind of makes me feel like he has something in store. But it just kind of, you know, what is it, you know?
I mean, you'd think, because he hasn't really made anything for a while. Not that I know of, anyway.
Yeah. I know he's made, like, a few collab parts, I think.
Oh.
I think. Really? I think there was one he made for, like, this one. All I remember is that I think it was, like, you know, like, Trip? You know, Trip? You know, like, the triple spike level?
Yeah.
The level is sort of like that, but, how it worked was that it was based off the UFO. And I remember, I'm pretty sure for his part, the spikes after you passed it would rearrange so it looks like it says, no, I think it says Crazy Man 50. I actually don't remember.
Was the level flap?
I think it's flap, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember if that was pre or post name change, but all I know is I don't really get drastic names. Like, literally, I don't really like my current name. I think it's kind of stupid. Because literally, it's just a ripoff of Dan TDM's name. I don't know if you noticed. Did you notice that?
Well, now that you mention it.
Exactly, that's how it always works. They don't notice it, and the moment I bring it up, they're like, oh, I see it now. But yeah, I have never really liked it, because I'm like, it's so, you know, it's not really my own name, you know? It's just, I essentially just stole someone else's name, and then just slightly tweaked it. But at the same time, I'm like, firstly, I suck with coming up with names. Secondly, it's the only name I've ever had. You know, everyone knows me as this now. I'm kinda stuck with it. Why bother change it now? You know, it's a bit late for that. But yeah, frickin' I don't really care anymore. Like, honestly, I'm perfectly fine with the name. Like, if people, you know me as that, you know, whatever. I kinda just haven't embraced it at this point. But, you know, it's still every once in a while I'm sitting there thinking, man, why'd I have this name? All I know is it's not my old name. What am I Wanna know what my name was originally gonna be?
Wait, what was it?
It was originally gonna be, I kid you not, JTM Gaming. The JTM are my initials, so literally my name was gonna be based on my initials, which would have been the stupidest name ever.
Yeah.
Like, imagine calling someone, imagine, frickin' walking up to someone and, addressing them by their initials. Like, that's stupid. That's so dumb. I was so close to having that happen to me. Thank goodness I didn't go through with it. Because that would have been such a stupid name.
Yeah, that's not a good one.
Yeah.
I can't lie. That would not have been a very good username.
I do think that, I think one or two of my old videos still have me call myself JTM Gaming. I think. I'm not entirely sure. But I think. Yeah, all I really know is that the name was stupid. But I don't really think anyone's arguing. I don't think anyone's sitting there arguing, oh no, that name would have been cool. No one's arguing that. No one is arguing that. Everyone's saying like, oh, what the fuck was that name? That name sounds stupid.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna call you from now on.
No, don't. Dude. Why?
Yo, it's JTM Gaming, what's up? You're like, no, please don't call me that, please.
No.
Oh, classic JTM.
That's so stupid. Dude, that reminds. Did you know there was a U.S. president who his initials spelt out hug, and they changed their name to make it so their initials didn't spell hug. They were so mad about their name spelling that they changed their entire name to get rid of it. Like, that's funny. Just imagine the amount of trolling that would have had to have led to that. Like, the amount of people being like, "Hi, Hug. Hi, Hug. How are you doing?" They're just sitting there like, "I fucking hate you. Shut the fuck up. Fuck you. Fuck you." Like, that's funny.
Here's a little known fact. Actually, Barack Obama had to have his name changed from gaming to Obama before he was inaugurated.
From up there, I thought you were gonna say like a genuine fact, and then you said gaming. I'm like, oh my fucking god.
Yeah, Barack Gaming.
Barack Gaming. Dude, that just sounds so stupid. Barack Gaming.
There's probably an account on GD with that exact name.
Probably. Alright,
search it right now.
I'll try and cut out a bunch of questions and get this wrapped up. But this is probably one of the longer ones, and honestly, I don't really care. I think it's fine. The longer it is, the more content people have. Therefore, the more I could sit there and be like, bro, don't start complaining. I gave you like a 2-hour long DashCast episode. Shut up. Leave me alone.
Okay, I have a question for you first.
All right.
Is Barack 1 R or 2 R's? Is it? I think it's 1 R.
I actually don't know. I think it's 2.
All right.
I think it's 2. I don't know. I'm gonna hit you with a fun fact about yourself, right, for this? So,
maybe?
As of right now, you have a total of 238 levels on the JordanTRS servers. 122 of them are rated, and of those levels, 98 of them are featured, and 2 of them are epic rated. This adds up to a total of 224 creator points. Total.
That's a terrible, epic ratio. I just said epic ratio.
Bro, you have to realize, dude, dude, out of all of your levels, actually, that's not that bad. Only 22 of them are not featured or epic. That's actually not that bad. I was about to say, that's that's such a bad ratio. I'd look, and I actually, was about to say, wait, no, actually, it's not that bad. But,
Wait,
how do you feel about that? having that many levels, you know,
Hmm.
and that
I
many
mean, I
career
just
points? Like, did you ever sit like when you were first playing the game? Did you ever, I'm sure you weren't saying like, oh yeah, I can't wait to hit 224 creator points exactly.
well, I mean, yeah, it's definitely like it's a lot. Wait, do I? I think I actually have
I
200.
counted, dude. I counted like 2 days ago. Unless you released a level between then and now, that's the amount of creator points you have.
I do have 224 creative points. That part is right. But
Yeah, believe me, I counted all of your levels. I literally counted. Like I literally went through every page and counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It was tedious, but I did it because I wanted to for
oh,
accuracy.
okay. It says 241 for me, but that's just because a few are unlisted. That's
Yeah,
why. Yeah,
yeah.
that's why I was like having like I was like going, hmm.
That doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
I know, but in reality, I was right. Yeah. Um, how does that feel knowing that? Because I'm not sure if you really paid attention to that prior to me saying that just now.
Um. Yeah, I kind of forgot that I have that many levels uploaded. Um. I
All right,
mean,
I can tell.
I
Wait, I'm gonna predict it. Right now, I can tell from the tone of your voice. You're just saying that like, if I spent this much time in this stupid ass game, you're just saying that
I
like,
mean,
why have I done this?
well, that is part of it. Another part of
Yeah.
it is right.
I could just
Yeah.
tell from the tone of your voice. You're like,
Yeah.
why?
That is a pretty like that's a pretty like it's like a really like a terrible realization that like
You
so
have
much of
wasted
my
this much
life like
time in this game. Alright, continue off your
yeah,
life.
yeah,
It's like the creator version of like the people sitting there like, yeah, I have 100,000 hours in this game.
yeah,
Like I'm pretty sure right
yeah.
now, I'm pretty sure I have like 5,000 hours in GD. Actually, let me check. I have 5,643 hours in Geometry Dash. Not including mobile. I probably don't have that many on mobile. Outside from when I was playing on the
Wow.
frickin' outside of when I was playing on the pirated version of Geometry Dash. But even then, I don't think that era lasted very long.
Right. The thing is like I like time to time like I think to myself like it comes up in conversation like oh I've spent like this however many hours playing this game and I just think to myself what a fucking loser. How can they spend like 100 hours in one game? Like that's ridiculous. And then meanwhile, over here,
And that meanwhile, you're sitting
yeah,
there profusely sweating. You're just like, please don't find out. Please don't find out.
no, no, but like I think that 100% sincerely because like in that moment I forget that
You've done the
I'm
exact
a
same
fucking
thing.
loser. Yeah,
The $4
yeah,
Square game from the mobile app store.
yeah.
Like, I don't care what people say. Like you're literally sitting here. Like this is one of the things that pissed you off the most. Because let's all be honest, this is kind of dear to me, and if I ever end up doing a thing, because I am genuinely thinking about doing a thing where I have someone come on the show and have them interview me, because I think that'd be interesting. If that ever
Oh,
happens, I am going to rant about how stupid all of these like fake, pedophilia exposal things are. Because it's like, dude,
yeah,
firstly, you're ruining someone's life. Secondly, this is a goddamn $4 Square game. Stop! Like,
yeah,
bro, this isn't like, dude, like, stop. If you're seriously freaking taking this game that seriously, and you're that desperate for attention that you're gonna ruin someone's life over freaking this game, you have a problem, you know? Wow, you got your 5 seconds of fame. Congratulations on ruining someone's life. Are you happy now?
yeah. This community is disappointing.
But also very heartwarming at the same time. It's weird. Like, let's all, like, okay, like, here's the thing. There's a lot of bad stuff, but at the same time, you know, every single time someone dude, we're like the Sonic fan base, you know? There's a lot of toxic parts. No.
How are...
Wait, just let me explain.
Okay,
let me explain. As someone who is someone in the Sonic fan base, let me tell you, if you know, it's toxic, but when someone messes with the community, everyone bands together to say, fuck you. Get the fuck away from us, you know? Like, we will fight amongst each other, but we don't take shit from anyone outside of us, you know? Like, frickin' every single time YouTube has sat there like, oops, your content is not original. Literally every single time that's happened. Every single time I have seen on trending, every single time we get it on trending. Every single time. That is something to be proud of. The fact that we are able to come together and do that. Like, that's cool. You know? $4 Square game and we could still do that. You know, that's cool.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah. There's a lot of positives to this community. But there's also a lot of negatives. But I mean, I feel like, at least personally to me, the positives do outweigh the negatives. I just kind of wish the negatives, you know, didn't involve, you know, widespread false pedophilia accusations, you know?
Well, yeah, it's a two-way street, because, like, how you mentioned it, like, people will band together and, like
help.
Cancel or whatever, and cancel someone, but, like, sometimes people will do that without, like, and they don't actually have enough information.
Yeah.
But, you know...
Not to say anything, but that totally didn't happen to me at all whatsoever. Dude, I'm still genuinely kind of mad about all that, because genuinely, like, I swear to God, I finally, you know, I got, like, the video came out, you know, debunking everything, you know, I was finally, and there was a bunch of people who eventually started flooding and telling me, like, you know, I read the tweet longer, and I knew you were innocent, I just didn't want to say anything. I'm just saying, like, bitch, why the fuck didn't you say anything? This could have been done for, like, a month ago, why didn't you do anything?
Okay, I'm gonna say something right now that, like, I don't know, like, it's what I really believe. A lot of people lie to get on people's good sides and to pretend that they were, you know, right about things, and like, oh, no, I wasn't a part of ruining this person's life. I'm innocent. No, I was on your side. But it's definitely just bullshit, and yeah.
I mean,
maybe that's a cynical thing for me to
say. No, I get what you mean. I mean, literally, that's one of the things where, like, you have people in this community who can literally just, oh yes, I renamed my sword to have the N-word in it. Sorry, I'm 14. You can't punish me. Like, bitch, what kind of excuse is that? I'm sorry, but racism is racism. I don't care how old you are. It's still racist. Don't do it. Like, I don't care if it's Minecraft. I don't care if it's in the game. I don't care where it is. Racism is still racism. Don't do it, you know? So, this is probably one I don't think you'd be able to... You either will have an instant answer to this, or you'll have to think for like 5 years on this one, alright? So, like I said, you've released... Well, like, there are 238 levels on your account as of right now. Which ones are your favorites?
Deconstructed level, Life and Color, Gallery. Those are the 3 favorites I've made.
Damn, I guess we went down the instant answer category.
Yep.
Literally, that was instant. You literally went, yeah, this. And I'm just sitting here like...
Also, the scene series of levels I made, scene 1, scene 2, scene 3. It's still ongoing. I haven't stopped the series. That's overall my favorite project that I've done with the game.
Want to know how I feel right now? It's the most fun
I've ever had creating.
I know how I feel right now.
How do you feel?
I feel really bad because you're talking about these levels. I'm sitting here like, I have totally seen these levels. I totally know what you're talking about. I mean, can you really blame me? You have over 200 levels on your account. I mean, can you really blame me for not knowing all of them?
Yeah, I'm
Like,
cool with it.
okay, let's all be honest. If someone has that many levels on their account and someone knows all of them, either it's the creator of those levels, or it's someone who's fucking obsessed with them. The creator, you know? Like, I don't think any sane person is gonna have over 200 levels by the same person memorized, you know? Like,
Well, no. If my fans can't recite every single level I've made in chronological order, including the deleted ones, making for over 300 levels in total, then you're a fake fan. Sorry.
damn, I guess that makes the wait, no, the GD wiki isn't really a fan because it's not updated. Rip.
Uh,
I was gonna make a
just
joke about how that the wiki has all of your levels, therefore it's a true fan, but it's outdated, so therefore it's a fake fan.
Yeah, my fan base is just so disappointing all the time. They don't even know all my levels.
Depression. How dare they? But yeah, freaking. What was I saying? Oh yeah, it's funny because for me, the funny thing for me is that my favorite level I've made is not the one level that's rated on my account. Because I have one rated level. My favorite level is not that.
Yeah, the rated one is the pixel one. Right?
My favorite. Not my favorite. My rated level is Pixel Party. Which side note, I actually didn't know there's a Search X level also called Pixel Party. I did not know that at the time, so I named the level that. Then found out later, oh, there's a level already called that. Shit.
I'm sure that's happened to a lot of people. That happened to me with B-Step. I made a level called B-Step. Turns out there's already a level called B-Step.
I mean, yeah, but for me at least, it was funnier because I didn't at that time. I actively talked to him. Spoiler alert: I don't talk to him anymore. Because one, he left the GD community. Two, accusations.
Yeah.
Man, everything seems to revolve around these accusations. Man, it's quite surprising. Totally, this is such a surprise. But yeah,
people don't realize that they can just say the dumbest shit and they still could ruin someone's life.
Like genuinely, okay. I'm gonna play apologist for this one artist. I don't know if you know who they are, but their name is Michael Jackson. Let's all be honest. It's kind of sketchy because you have in the 90s, you know, the loss happens, and the kids are like, "What? No, he didn't do anything." And then now, after Michael's dead, they're all of a sudden like, "Oh, actually, yeah, he did do those things to us. We totally aren't doing this for money." Like. And this worst part, that messed up Michael's life. Like, if you've looked at his life past that point, it fucked it up. I wouldn't really, it wouldn't be too much of a stretch to say that those allegations did lead to his eventual early death. Because, it messed him up. Understandably so. I mean, you're at the top of your game. You're the most popular person on the planet, and everything comes crashing down because some guy is like, "Oh yeah, you raped my kids."
Well, I mean, to be fair,
I'm not saying it's true or false. I'm leaning on the side it's false because again, I find it sketchy. The kids originally were saying it was false, and then now that they're old enough to understand what money is and are grown men are now like, oh yeah, no, it was actually true. I don't know, that just sounds sketchy to me. That just sounds like they're just doing it for money now. And they're just taking advantage of the
They could have originally been paid off to say no by Michael Jackson for a box of animal crackers, a Game Boy. I don't know.
Did you just say that they could have been paid off with a Game Boy?
Yeah, and animal crackers. They're kids. They don't know shit.
I'm sorry. I just like to imagine. And there's just all right. We're going to court, dude. This reminds me. Okay, I saw this tweet. I'm not sure if it's true or not, but there was this company. I don't know what restaurant. I forgot what restaurant it is. I think they were just they were like, all right, we're being sued. Our settlement out of court is a cup of coffee and a meal.
Yeah,
If you drop the charges, you'll get a free meal. And I'm just sitting there like, I don't think they want a free meal if they're suing you. You know, like, yeah, We totally sued you to get a free meal.
Wait, what was the suing for in the first
I don't know. All I saw is that the first settlement they wanted was like that the company tried to give was like a free meal. I forgot who it was, but I do remember that was what they tried to make the settlement to be, which is funny as hell, cause like that's just like, you know, like, yep, I am totally going. This is totally a good deal, you know. Totally isn't like I could buy like a million meals with the probably millions of dollars I'll get from suing you, you know. Totally a good deal. Yep.
The chances are, if they had a bad experience at the restaurant, they wouldn't like want to come back.
Exactly. Man, it's almost as if maybe they don't want food from you. Surprised Pikachu face much? You know, I'm sorry to be the guy who brings up the news, but I don't think they want your food.
Did you just say surprised Pikachu face much? Like,
I just realized that I did, and now I feel really stupid.
Like, I agree with your point, but...
That was... yeah, I realized that was very cringe. I apologize.
No need to apologize. It was funny.
There's gonna be some guys saying they're like, JordanTRS exposed for being unfunny. I'm just saying like, no, please don't. This'll ruin my reputation.
Time the accusations were true.
No, my ego. No, my totally real ego. That totally is real. Spoiler alert, I don't think I have an ego. Like, literally, like, the only thing you have on me is I want to win a lot. And the reasoning for that is just I hate
everyone likes winning.
I hate losing. Like, I'm competitive, so I hate losing. Like, I don't think that's a surprise for many people. Like, I don't think there's a problem with being, you know, competitive. That's I mean, look at the game we're playing. There's a game called JordanTRS with built-in leaderboards. In a community where we base our sole value off of our demon list points on this list that isn't even made by the person who made the game. Let's all agree, by the way. That's fucking stupid. Yeah. The fact that we attribute each other's, like, value to a made-up number that has no in-game meaning. It literally has no in-game meaning. It's literally just, we are ranking your accomplishments because we want to, and we are now going to base your value as a community member based off of these values that aren't used in-game. Like...
Well, I mean, yes, it's like, in real life, it's a number that doesn't really mean anything.
It doesn't,
like...
Let's all admit, the number does not matter. It doesn't matter.
I mean...
Who the hell cares?
In-game, it is representative of, like
wait, it's
how
the
long
game.
You do something for. But
that's my point,
not,
is that the game isn't... Life. My point is that the number isn't used in-game. So why do we attribute so much value to it? It doesn't matter.
I guess.
It's not a value used in-game. Who cares? You know? Oh, wow, you know...
Oh, you mean like the actual, like, number next
yes,
to the trophy.
like your literally your demon list points. Like, how many demon list points you have. That's who I'm referring to.
Demon list.
Like...
That actually doesn't have, like, any value in game. That's just, like...
Exactly, like, and yet we attribute, like... Yeah. Like, genuinely, like, literally, we sit there like, what's your hardest? Oh, you have... Your hardest is diligence? Sorry, but your opinion isn't valid. I'm just sitting there like... Okay. What does that have to do with anything?
I say that I have no disrespect towards, like, the team that runs the demon list or the list
Neither
itself.
do I. I think it's cool.
But I don't get it. I just don't get like why it's such a big thing. It's like this completely like, not to say like this makes it bad or anything. It's obviously like the team like cares
They
about the
care,
work
you know.
do.
They clearly care,
Like,
because if they didn't, why are they
but
maintaining?
like it ultimately doesn't really have any bearing like on like the game. It's well, that's not true because like people can like look at the demon list and be like,
Well,
oh,
well,
I
you
want to
see,
make something harder than that. And then,
technically, the demon list has led to the rating of multiple extreme demons because of their difficulty. So therefore, it does have an impact on the game.
well, it is true. It's just that like not that much of an impact really when you think about it. It's like
I mean,
I don't know.
I don't think Rob really cares about the demon list. Let's all be honest. I mean, literally, it
Yeah,
said.
no,
I
he
remember.
doesn't.
I do
He
remember there was
definitely
a
doesn't.
drama. I do remember there was a drama where people started throwing a fuss because it was getting called because it was called the official demon list, and people asked Rob Top, "Hey, is it official?" And Rob just said, "No." So then they had to
Did he
remove
really?
the official demon list part from the
Did he
name.
really just say no? Did he
I
really
am,
just straight
from
up
what I
just
remember,
say
I'm
no?
pretty sure that's what happened. He just said no. So then they just had to remove the official part. Which is funny as fuck. Because,
Like,
I mean, in all honesty, it shouldn't have had official in the name anyways, because it
yeah, they shouldn't.
wasn't official. It was fan-made. Like,
They should just
that's like if, like,
they should
do you know what SMBX is? It's this,
Super
like,
Mario Bros.
fan-made, it's like a fan-made PC Mario Maker. That's pretty much what it is. It'd be like if they were sitting like, this is the official Mario Maker for PC. You know, like, no, it's not. No, it's not. Why are you pretending it is? It's not.
They should go to the website and make it the unofficial Demon West like, but also make the word unofficial 10 times bigger than all the other words.
No, what they should do. What they should do.
Dude,
Dude, what they should do.
10 times.
No, I know what you do. They should, on their website, right? On the website, they should add the quote. They should like get the screenshot of Rob Top saying no, and they should just put it there and be like, certified unofficial demon list.
Yeah. Yeah.
Guys, we are the
And
unofficial demon list, and we are proud of that fact. Again, no disrespect, but
Yeah, it's
let's
a little
all
funny to
admit,
make fun at, though.
it's funny.
Yeah. They should put the screenshot in, turn the contrast up, circle it 10 times, put a huge arrow on screen pointing to it.
Exactly.
Draw as much attention to the fact it's unofficial as possible.
Yeah, because otherwise you're gonna get sued by Rob Top Games. I forgot what I was saying. Okay, I remembered now. All right.
This is a very off-topic podcast.
Yeah,
Like,
it is. Genuinely, okay.
So disjointed.
Literally, we could probably have just an entire freaking episode where we're just sitting there, like, you know, we're just sitting there, like, we are just answering random ass questions because we feel like
pretty
it.
much.
I mean, I don't think people would complain. You know, I don't think people would complain. Like, what are they gonna complain about? What are they gonna complain about? No, you didn't mainly discuss the person that the podcast is about. Well, guess what? Shut up.
Yeah, I'm cool with it. I don't really like talking about myself that much, to be honest. So,
Ready for
I
this?
don't know.
Then why are you on a podcast that talks about you? There was gonna be someone in the comments of the video being like, who's gotten to this point. They're like, well, then why'd you get on a podcast about yourself?
Yeah.
Guess what? The answer is they wanted to. So shut up. I'm a very sarcastic person, by the way. I apologize, but I'm a very sarcastic person. It's something. Sorry.
I can be sometimes.
Yeah, and that's fine. I mean, if you haven't, I feel like a lot of popular people are sarcastic. Like, you look at Nepesta. Let's all be honest. He is very sarcastic. And there is no problem with that. Unless you're stupid, in which case you're gonna make a big fuss about it for no reason.
Truth be told, I don't know if I've ever seen an Apesta video.
Okay, dead serious?
Ever.
Okay, genuinely, I would recommend it. Not because it's Geometry Dash content, but because he's just an entertaining person. Like that's the thing. Like, I feel like the best GD content is from the people who are entertaining no matter what they're playing. You know?
Well, I mean, that's just true in general. Like, yeah.
But yeah,
I don't know, but like, just seeing, like, I'm just not that interested in Geometry Dash, like, related content besides the game in general. Like, Geometry Dash videos are, like, usually really boring to me.
That's fair. I mean, again, maybe you just haven't really found the person for you or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right. All right. So right now, unless someone passed you, you are at number 4 on the creator leaderboards. If I'm not mistaken.
That is correct. I'm tied with Benthic Alpha and Creator Point.
Yeah.
But I got placed above him because he's
because you have the newer level. You have the newer rated level, therefore, and that's how it's determined.
Yeah, that's right, Benthic. Get fucked. I don't mean that. I'm sorry.
I don't. Okay. I don't think he cares. I don't think he cares he got passed in creator points, I don't even think he really plays the game anymore, does he?
No, he quit. He made one last level Fuse 2, which was very good, I think. And then he quit.
I do remember he... No, because he also made the coin update for fucking... For Supersonic. There we go. I don't know why it took me so long to remember the name of Supersonic. I'm just sitting there like, oh, I forgot.
Wait, when was that?
Like, that was like, I don't know, like, a while ago, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was a while ago.
Fuse 2 was a very recent level, like only a few months ago, I think.
Okay, well, yeah, no, that came after then. It came after the coin update. Yeah, but all I know is that frickin' shit, what was it talking about? Oh yeah, all I know is that he probably doesn't care. Like, he probably doesn't care he got passed. He definitely doesn't. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's, like, just done with Geometry Dash in general.
Yeah, which is fair. I mean, like, okay, as good of a game as GD may or may not be.
Yeah.
It's still a game.
Like, everyone is going to quit at some point. It's like...
Yeah. It's still a game,
Yeah.
Like, in the end, does it really matter how many creator points you had? Or, what demons you beat? Who's really going to care, a few years from now? Answer, probably nobody.
Yeah.
Like, it's good to reminisce and be like, oh yeah, I remember Geometry Dash. Played it, but, I don't think, like, I'm on the bet even me, like literally right now, I'm literally at a point in my life where I'm just like, I might not be playing Geometry Dash in the next, like, year, like, I'm reaching that point, the point where I'm sitting there, like, contemplating retirement. I just realized how fucking weird that sounds. Oh yes, I am retiring from playing this game. Cool? Like, I don't care. It's a game. Who cares? Oh no, this guy's retiring. Whatever shall I do? Like, who cares? It's a game. Who cares?
I mean, sometimes people get, like, really invested in, like, members of the community. I don't know. Kind of makes sense to me when some people get, like...
Really?
Get, like, a little, like...
sad.
That being said, obviously, that shouldn't like stop people from quitting. Like if someone's like, "No, I want you to stay," because
Yeah, just don't you can't force people to stay.
Yeah, real life is more important than video games 100% of the
exactly,
time.
yeah. I wholeheartedly agree. Like, you know, but freaking, yeah. All of this stemmed from me just asking if you know being number 4 on the leaderboards was like a goal for you. And we got to this is why we aren't gonna care about life in the next 5 years.
Yeah.
Nothing will matter in the future.
I mean, it's true. Like eventually, like Geometry Dash. Like I said this before, Geometry Dash isn't gonna stay online forever.
Yeah.
Eventually, like all that'll be left is like level archives, like on YouTube.
Yeah. Okay.
And that'll be it.
Here is a question I am curious about, though. This is mainly just a curious question.
Yep.
Do you think Geometry Dash is going to become one of those games like Mario Kart Wii, where the servers are taken down, you know, but even years later, people have their own like dedicated servers up for it, you know, and they're still playing the game?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I can see that. Now, when is that going to happen? Who the fuck knows? Honestly,
there's already private servers out.
I mean, yeah, but like, I'm talking in terms of like the game, like the game like closing, you know, like servers ending. As far as that goes, I can't see that happening anytime soon. That's not gonna happen anytime soon. Like, Rob needs the money. like it's still like this is literally his job. Like, he's not gonna kill it now, you know. If he's ever gonna kill it, if he's ever gonna kill it, it's gonna be like years from now. Like, I can't see him passing it up anytime soon. It's like, you know, for like other games, like even like freaking Mario Kart 8, you know, not Mario Kart 8, Mario Kart Wii, like the reason there is, well, you see, it's a big company, so they can't, you know, invest all their stuff in this game forever. They have to eventually move on. Whereas if like, you know, with Rob Top, this game is his job. He can't freaking leave it. He doesn't have a choice. It's either work on the game or go poor.
Well, to be fair, like Geometry Dash is a game that has sold incredibly well
for some reason.
The only person on the team, so he gets all the profit.
Yeah,
he's probably a millionaire.
I mean, yeah, have you seen his house? And like, he has his own personal gym. Yeah, like,
I mean,
like, sure, he's set, but like, you know, it's still good to have a source of income, you know?
Yeah.
Especially when all you're doing is frickin' just making a video game, you know? Like, I don't think many people are sitting there like, it is bad that you're, you know, like, it is, like, I don't think anyone's really sitting there like, you know, you should stop. Like, let's all be honest, compared to other jobs, you know, like, something like what he's doing, honestly isn't that bad of a job, you know? I'm sure a lot of people would kill to have the job he has. Like,
I'm not saying whether he should or shouldn't quit. I'm just saying that, like, I wouldn't blame him because probably, like, he has a family that he wants to talk to, and, like, rating a bunch of idiots' levels every day, like, almost never missing days is, like, probably pretty tiring and can get, like, annoying sometimes.
I mean, look at Scott Cawthon, you know? Look at Scott Cawthon. He was in a very similar... It's weird. Like, all of these games are, like, games that shouldn't have worked out. Like, FNAF shouldn't have worked out. The Kickstarter for it literally raised $0. Did you know that?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, that's bizarre to me. Literally, FNAF, the game that completely revolutionized an entire horror genre, almost didn't come out. And it was originally his last, you know, attempt at making an indie game. Like, after that, he was gonna be done. He was giving up. So the fact it, you know, succeeded is a miracle, because otherwise, he's gone. You know, bye. You know, no more games. You know, frickin' Rob Top with frickin' GD. It's literally just a souped-up version of the Impossible game. Let's all be honest. It's not original. You know, like, I still have the personal belief that, like, the ship game mode's based off the jetpack from Jetpack Joyride. You know. And every other game mode, there's very clear documentation on what it's based on and the like. So like Wave, that was just taken from, I think, a game with the same name. Swing Copter, I'm pretty sure, is also taken from another game. Like, it's not original. So how would exceed?
Swing Copter was originally like a fan-made game mode, like it would just be like one, like dual balls. One
Yeah,
goes on top.
I know that, but there is a game called that. I'm pretty sure. Which I'm not sure which came first, the game or the game or like the fan made game mode. I don't know. All I know is that there's a game named it apparently.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you get my point. Like, things sometimes just work out. There's not really a reason why it did or doesn't. It just does sometimes. You just have to get lucky.
Yeah.
A bunch of people don't want to admit it. Luck plays a factor in it. Like, you talk about these YouTubers like Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, all these big YouTubers nowadays, DanTDM. Let's all be honest. They got at least somewhat lucky, There was luck that played a factor in it,
Oh, well,
like,
yeah,
you
course.
could be the most talented YouTuber on the planet, but if no one sees your videos, you aren't getting popular, you aren't making an income, it's just not gonna happen. But, you could also be, like, not very good at making videos and blow up, and then get better as time goes on, it's funny how the world works,
Yeah, I gotcha.
This stemmed from us talking about the fucking This stemmed from me being like, oh yeah, you're number 4 on the leaderboards. How do you feel? And now we're talking about, yeah, FNAF shouldn't have succeeded.
I really don't know how we got here.
ADHD brain. That's how.
I guess you're right.
Yeah. I do have one more question before we end it, because,
All right.
yeah, we've been going for like, I think could be like, I don't know the exact amount, but I think I'm gonna bet like an hour 30 maybe. The last question I have is, so, do you have any future plans as of right now? Like, are you thinking of trying to go after the number 1 spot on the leaderboards?
I mean, it's not really that much of a race to me. Like, if I get there, I'll get there. I'll go at whatever pace like I feel comfortable at and want to do for creating levels. And like, if they get rated, they get rated. So if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, then it doesn't happen.
Yeah. I guess what I am asking is just like, what's do you have any plans from now on? Like, are you planning on doing anything in specific, or like, do you have any levels in the works right now? Are you like planning on making a specific kind of level? Do you have ideas?
Nope. No ideas really.
Yeah.
I'll probably like make some small stuff here and there. Then I don't know, a couple short levels, and then I don't know, it's just whatever happens. But
Yeah.
I don't very often think very far ahead when I'm like making levels. Like, I don't know.
I mean, I don't really think many people do. Like it's a geometry dash. I don't like when you're sitting there like freaking Scott Cawthon, who is like made like one of the biggest like lore based communities on the planet right now, is sitting there like, yeah, I had no plan. Like, which, side note, that is still impressive. Like, genuinely, like, old FNAF lore, like, like, before the books and before things got really weird. Like, it was compelling. Yeah. Let's all be honest. We were all sitting there theorizing about, like, who the purple guy was and, like, how, what order, how many kids were murdered. And I just realized how funny that is. That I'm sitting there, I'm like, yeah, we were debating how many kids were murdered by this fictional character in this fictional series, where they're stuffed into suits and turned into mass murderers.
Honestly, I've never really been that invested in like FNAF or
That's
I don't
fair.
know.
There's a lot of people who aren't.
Horror games aren't my thing, really.
I mean, I know there's a lot of people who aren't into FNAF either. I just know me personally. I've never been really too scared of it. Question mark. I more get startled. But all I know is that the lore was very interesting for a period of time. Like, I remember watching all of Game Theory's frickin' videos on it, and now, dude, I like, literally, what happened to him, by the way? What happened to Matt Pat? Literally, I checked recently, and frickin' I checked, like, one of his newest theories is that, like, is that Yoshi is, like, Bowser's, like, lost son. I'm just sitting there, like, what?
I feel like he's always, like, kind of made stuff like that. It's like very outlandish things that are meant to be entertaining and are to an audience, but couldn't ever possibly be what the developers intended.
Unless it's FNAF.
Maybe.
Unless it's FNAF, because literally his FNAF theories are genuinely him trying to figure out the genuine lore behind the series. Like, they're not jokes.
Yeah.
But like, the funny thing for me at least is that you have people like sitting there like, oh, the what I was saying, like, you know, for okay, I kind of remember now. So, you know, you have him going from, oh, so there are real life ties from this actual incident from this Chuck E. Cheese to, alright, so there's this time traveling ball pit, alright, and I don't really know how it ties into anything, because I don't really know what happened in that episode we talked about, but there's also, like, mind control chips, and for some reason they're brought up in the new game, and also the main character is probably a robot, and also, I don't know if you know this, but more than likely, this person is this person, and there's two people inside Golden Freddy, and this and that. I'm just sitting here like, like, it scares me. Like, I've been wanting to get back into the lore at some point, and every time I think about it, I look at one theory, I just go, no thank you. You know, like, that's just, no. That's too much, you know?
Yeah, FNAF for me is, like, really similar to Pokemon. I just think the characters are hot, and that's about it. That's a joke. That's a joke. I don't think FNAF characters are hot. For anyone worried.
Except for Foxy. Totally not saying that as a joke. I'm totally not saying that because my OC is a fox. I'm saying it because my OC is a fox.
I do think that many Pokemon are. I will not take that. That is my genuine feeling, and now you know that about me, audience.
Yay!
How do you feel?
Okay, one last thought about this whole game theory thing before we wrap up. Have you seen the clips, like the memes, where it's like they take just a part of a Matt Pat theory and it's just like, alright, so in Islamic belief, you know, blah 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 blah. So how does this tie into the Minecraft C structures? Now, the funniest one is just this one where he was talking about like where he was talking about Venus and how it was like, oh, it's the hottest planet in the solar system, this and that. So how does this all tie into Fortnite? And like, that's a genuine episode. Like, he genuinely just went on this tangent about Venus, and then it's just like, so how does this tie into Fortnite? Like, that's funny. That is so funny. I might try and send some later, because genuinely they are like the funniest thing. I don't know why, they just are. But yeah, like, yeah, so, yeah, that's pretty much everything I wanted to ask. Is there anything, you know, you wanted to maybe bring up before we end it?
I don't think so.
Okay,
Those are my thinking noises.
I thought
those are my thinking noises.
Ah, so silence. The thing is, I couldn't hear anything from you, so I thought like your mic died or something. So I was really confused.
Oh, I was going like bleh, 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 bleh. That's all I was doing.
Okay, hey, at least you're not me. Literally, what I do is I just sit there going, hmm.
Well, going like is like is a lot more normal than just like making baby noises for like a
You'd
minute.
think.
And, yeah. I do think so. Yeah.
Guess what? You're wrong, I think.
Oh,
I don't know.
all right.
You might be right. I don't know. But yeah, I guess that's it then. Frickin' that was actually a lot of fun. You know, it was funny. I came into this worried that I wouldn't have enough questions because it was kind of hard to give questions, and literally we talked so much I had to skip questions, which is kind of rare for me. Normally that doesn't happen, and yet here I am sitting here like, oops, you know, like I had like 11 questions. I only got to ask like 3. So
Okay, here we go. Lightning round. All the questions in rapid succession. Ask them really fast. Here we go. Here we go. Go, go, go. Go, 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 go. Go.
I think I'm gonna pass.
Oh.
I
right.
mean, okay, mainly because simply I just don't think it's needed. Like, I think we're fine.
All right.
You know? I mean, we had this is a long episode, you know?
Oh, I wasn't gonna like answer them. I was just curious what the questions were. I was just gonna I was just gonna leave those as mysteries.
Okay. Well, guess what? I'll just leave as a mystery as to what those questions were.
Wrong. How about that?
Exactly. Who knows? We might have to do a part 2. Totally.
Oh my god.
I totally have enough questions for a part 2. Totally.
You probably do if we go at like the same pace and like
maybe.
And we go on as many if we go on as many tangents as we did.
Yeah, maybe.
You said you had 13 questions. I think I answered 6.
I actually don't know how many we answered. I wasn't keeping track. I don't normally keep track. All I know is that we answered a shit ton of questions.
Yeah.
Which is good. I mean, it's a more entertaining episode. I hope. I hope people are fine with us freaking talking about, not, you know, just random shit, you know? I mean, I don't think people are gonna complain.
Yeah.
If they're complaining, then they have a problem.
Yeah. Hopefully people won't mind me, like, stumbling over my words, like, every couple of seconds and then, like, just going on weird tangents and, like, ending up saying practically nothing.
Oh no, I think you're fine. 2 hours. I think you're fine. I mean, what else are we really gonna do? I mean, part of it, that's part of how this whole series has worked so far. It's like just been, I ask questions, and then we just talk about stuff for like 5 minutes. And then another question. 5 minutes was an understatement, I just realized.
Yeah, I was about to say.
It's more like an hour. The sad thing is that that's not even really, like, that's not really even an exaggeration. Like, I'm willing to bet, like literally, like, the entire episode is just us rambling. I'm still rambling. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna end the episode. Continues to ramble for like 5 more minutes.
Yeah.
All right.
Like, when you say that, like, someone's gonna like move their mouse and like see that, like, okay, episode's over, and then they're gonna move their mouse and see that it's like
they're only like halfway through the episode, and they're like, huh? What's the rest of the episode? And they just keep watching. They're just like, huh, okay, so the episode isn't over. That sounds about right. But yeah, it was fun, not gonna lie. You were probably like one of the more entertaining people to talk to, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Like, there are certain people who like answer questions and they're just like, all right, I answered it in like 2 seconds. All right, next question. All right, answer the question. Next question.
Really?
You know, like I'm just sitting there like, bro, can you like,
podcast?
yeah, like for the podcast it's not just me. It's not just an interview. It's just us talking. You know, it's view it more as though like we're getting to know each other more so than a interview. You know. Yeah. Actually, I guess that's kind of what an interview is. Part of an interview is just getting to know the other person. So I guess that is kind of what this is. I guess I don't know. Don't judge me. I'm not. I don't know. All of this is still like pretty new to me. You know, I don't really fully know what I'm doing.
Oh yeah. Me neither. I probably didn't do the best possible job I could have done. Truthfully, I feel really awkward when talking to people, like using my actual voice because I don't know.
And that's fine.
My voice, I don't feel suits me very well.
That's fine. That's perfectly fine. I don't really see a problem with that. But yeah. Thank you for joining in. I'll probably check Braeden out on like Twitter, I guess, or GD, or I know you have a YouTube channel. I found it, but you have nothing on it.
No,
so,
I don't.
Yeah.
Nothing.
But yeah. Thank you for being
on.
Maybe
I'll start a podcast and have you on.
Damn, that'd be cool. I mean, if you want to, that'd be cool. But yeah. That was it. Thank you all for listening. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.